What is going on? Wow, I can turn it off. All right, that's not it.
What the?
Welcome to Draco's World.
Why are my effects? There we go. All right, hey everybody, it is Draco, and we are doing some Fallout 4. What is going on, everybody? Man, that noise gate is really cutting me off quick. So we may need to take a look at that. I certainly cannot turn my head away from the microphone. This mic is so. I love it, but it is finicky. Yeah, I definitely have to fix that. So let's see here. Give me just a second here. Now, what screens? Oh, I bet you it's on the main screen. There it is. All right, let's move that over here. Oh, that's why. All right. Yeah. You should be able to hear me a lot better now. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. All right, let's see. Who do we got here? We got Hippie Chick. First post. Nice. Excellent. Hawk, what's going on, buddy? Running out of beer. I know. I get it. And of course, Mikey. How we doing, buddy? Good to see you. Haven't seen you in forever. Nacho. Yeah, you got here just in time. And originally, this project I've been working on was just going to be a showcase. Hey, look what I did. And it was all going to be done. It was just going to be a walkthrough. But you know what? I had a couple hours here this afternoon to live stream. I've got a birthday party plans, dinner. Basically, I got a ribeye steak in a few hours. So normally I'd be pushing this till later in the afternoon, but plans change. And but I did want to stream and let you guys see what I've been working on. And let me readjust this mic here. There we go. And so yeah, I was just going to originally do this as a showcase, but I thought, you know what, this would be great for, wow, that's really loud. There we go. I'm just checking levels now. What's up, Sar? Vault Girl? So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the project here. And there wasn't a whole lot of building. I did some building in it, but yeah. Are they going to delay it again, Nacho? That was my fear. Let's see. Did I miss anyone? Nope. I got everybody. Of course, I'm doing this on PC. My Xbox would not be able to handle this. As it is, I've had to adjust the build limit 4-5 times. But here we are. Welcome to the new Museum of Freedom. And yeah, there's the door to the Commonwealth. And this is of course the mod that I made that no one ever gets to see because, well, I can't. It would run on Xbox, but it would not on PS4, so that's why I won't release it. And it's not my birthday. It's not my birthday, Hippie Chick. It's actually one of my best friend's son's birthday and graduation, and it all fell during this whole COVID thing. So we've kind of had to, wait a little bit until the restaurants open back up. There's a great little steakhouse. It's about an hour from here, so we're all going to carpool down there. So, Plaz, what's going on, Plaz? All right, so here we are in the Museum of Freedom, and as you can tell, it is drastically different. I didn't change the museum at all. I did open it up, so I'll give you guys a walkthrough. Those of you that like to join me on live streams or watch the replay, you get the walkthrough. And those of you that don't like doing that, well, then you won't ever hear this message anyway. And you'll just see it as the showcase when we're all done. So I wanted to, this is a fully functional settlement. Let me jump into build mode here. As you can see, I don't have any people right now. I haven't set up a recruitment beacon or anything like that. That's why I have no food. I have food planted, but nothing's being worked. I have water, I have power, I have defense, I have beds, I have happiness, and you can see my build. I need to adjust it yet again. So, oh yeah, they make one hell of a ribeye down there. And this guy is he was actually a day trader. And when he got married, his mom's parents owned this little store that used to be a cafe. And so he gave up. Well, he still does day trading, but primarily he runs this restaurant 4 nights a week. They turn what is now like a little general store in this itty bitty little town into a steakhouse. He went through and he redid the whole kitchen to make sure that everything was working, and they move all the shelves for the store. They move that to the walls. And then they bring out all these tables and chairs, and it seats about 50 people. I mean, so it's this little hole in the wall place. But this guy, his dad was a butcher and all that stuff, so he does all of his own cuts, and it's just fantastic. Okay, so here we are at the entrance. Let's go ahead and get out of build mode here. And we will do that in forthwith. And I did install a... Oh, I was telling you, I didn't modify the Museum of Freedom too much. I fixed all the floors, obviously, and I opened up some areas that were previously closed off. In the vanilla game, you will see, you won't see several rooms that I'm about to show you, but they were here. They were simply blocked off because in the vanilla game, they wanted you to follow a very specific path to get to Preston and the group. So they kind of blocked off a huge chunk of the museum. I opened all that back up. I fixed, this is all part of the mod. I fixed most of the, there were gaps in the walls. There's still a couple that I've noticed now, but I'm not going to go back and tweak the mod. I'll just deal with the gaps. So, but here we are at the beginning with our decontamination arch, and I do have a proximity sensor right there and another one right there. So no matter which way you're going, this decon arch will fire off. There it goes. As soon as you get close, so you never have to press the button, get decontaminated, and then it turns off. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I did want to limit this space. As you can see in here, I have a couple turrets. So if any, not that raiders would ever come into this settlement, it could never be attacked. But I want to set it up like the raiders might attack it. You know, that whole role-playing thing. And I could have done clean walls, but I wanted to do, you know, hey, we're grabbing the pieces and parts that we can. This is a one-stop. This is another mod. You have your regular workbench, a weapon station, cooking station, armor station, and a chem station, and a bobblehead display, all right here in one workbench. And it even has like a little light. There it is. So, yeah, I did things like fix all the railings, put them up right. Let's see, which way do we want to go first? Okay, so new people. Well, first off, there is a trading area over here. And even with all my powers as a mod author, I could not get rid of the stupid background sound. It drove me crazy. I spent hours looking for it. So a general store, a bar, clothing store, a couple little spots for people to sit. And then in here, we have the Boston Tea Time Cafe, where, you know, if they didn't want to purchase some food or bought just some raw goods, they could come in here, they could cook, they could sit down and eat, lots of seating space. And we aren't going to go through this door, but this was something that was previously blocked off. This whole area is part of the original museum, but you could never get down here. And there was a door here, and I think the reason why they did it is the facade that's on the other side of this wall is where all the shops are, and it looks like the exterior of a building. So they didn't build the door into that facade. So there's a door on this side, but not a door on the other side. So I put this wall in place just to block that off. And we're going to decorate this with, you know, some storage and shelves and stuff like that. Again, we're not going to go through that door right now. Now, new settlers. Oh, and of course we have a weapons shop and an armor stand. But this door, obviously you'd have to press the button. We'll go through that later. But a new settler would, this is our intake wing here. And this is an area that you could not get to in the vanilla game. Just beyond this door, you could get up to here because this is the way you would come through originally. I blocked that off. And you could get down into here for this little room here in the vanilla game. But you couldn't access all this other space. So the bathroom was already there. All I did was hang up a few signs, clean up the toilets, added some lighting. But here they go through their security screening. And of course, these are files for, the people, our settlers or people that are passing through. There was a big, huge hole in this wall, so I filled that in. And then they have to go into the clinic for screening. This is the waiting room. And then they come into the clinic, get checked out, and then it leads them onto the back side. So let's take a quick look inside here. You can see we've just got some dummies here with some armor on. Got my vending station there. Same thing over here on the weapons side. What's up, Slacker? Oh, door caught me. All right, so now we'll go into the security area. I do have one cell with a couple beds. They do have water and a toilet. Happy Saturday to you, my friend. And there's a couple workstations here, for our guards. And then, of course, since it's Minutemen themed, we got a bunch of laser muskets. And we also have a crap ton of silenced rifles. Yogurt stand. No, I left that out. Left out the yogurt stand. How you doing, Shell? All right, so let's go downstairs before we go upstairs. So this is where all of our food is grown. We have our little, kind of like a little hydroponics, UV lights. So the food will all grow. Here's our water purifiers. And this is actually, this is a real generator placed on top of the old generator, and you can't even really see it. Like, notice you can't access, it's not lighting up generator back here, but as soon as I come over here, it does. It's because I inched it forward just enough that I could actually access it, turn it on and off. But this is the original generator that you get the fusion core from as part of the first Freedom Calls mission. So that's downstairs. Now we'll head upstairs. Now this is going to be over on this side. This is going to be our bunkhouse. Obviously, I cleaned up all these walls and all that stuff. And I just have this really, really, really big area. And I think we'll just put beds in. We'll put in some dividing walls so that they have some privacy. Don't mind the lamp. I was testing the range of my power. Now in here, I'm not sure what I want to do yet, but I think I want to make this like a firing range. It only makes sense with all of this going on, without making this like the firing range. And I didn't patch it over this wall, but I did patch over that wall. Now we're going to head up to the 3rd floor. And over in here is our R&D hospital facility. So I've already done some decorating. Got chem stations up here, explosive workbench. So yeah, this is our R&D area. Then I was going to make this like another... Oh, look at that. Whoops. I was going to make this like another little seating area up here. Some tables, just kind of like a relaxation room. Because we got the vending machines and stuff like that. So... And you may be wondering what this big block is. Oh, I also covered over all of the glass. This took quite a while to get that all dialed in. Because I had to rotate. Those are all floor pieces. And of course, I had to rotate them at the right angle and all that stuff so that it looked right. I added in some additional beams. And of course, this is my place. This computer, oh, look at that. I got some caps and a gold watch. I'll take that. You cannot remove or move this computer. This is a static object. Even in build mode, it will not let me. It'll let me scrap the desk, but then the monitor I can't do anything with. So I left it exactly as it was from vanilla. What's going on, Major? We are taking a look at the upgraded Museum of Freedom. And so there's my bed. I could have gone with a much nicer bed, but I actually, man, all these caps and rounds. I liked this. I mean, it's a fully functional bed, but I like how it looks, you know, with the cinder blocks and stuff like that. So now we'll go into the secret area here. Open the bookcase, open the security door. This is the real armory. This is like my personal armory. So I've got all kinds of crap in here. Room for more. And then there's this door. How does it open? Over here behind the flag. Come on. There. Oh. There it is. And this is going to be for all my power armor. So I'm going to have a couple of pieces here. But then I have different variations of my power armor. And then I'll finish this out. It'll be the same. This side will be a mirror of this side as far as using the concrete and all that stuff. And there is access. You can actually get to all the power armor from the doors. So I could wear any one of them. And then, of course, I just filled this out with power armor stands. And this is... I didn't want to go any further than this because that just on the other side of this wall is the door that you would use to go outside up onto the roof to get to the vertibird. So... that's why I put that door or that wall there so that it just looked like it was an enclosed space. So this is the project I have slowly been working on. Yeah, that it is slacker. All right, so today I think I want to start over here. In this bunk room. And we're going to divide this up a little bit and make it a livable space. But before I do that, I need to where is it? There it is. Workshop manipulation, size manipulation. Do that. And now we'll jump into build mode. Ah, look at that. Oh, look at all the space we have now. All right. So, guess we'll just go with wood, walls, flat. So how's everyone doing today? Oh, we are definitely all misfits here. Oh, you're not even kidding, Marsupial. But you know what? Major Victory is my antisocial miscreant. So, let's see. What kind of walls do we want? We want to give them some privacy. So I guess we'll just go with these. Oh, that's a bit off, don't you think? And of course, I could not even begin to remember. It's been a while since I've used like all the mods that I have going on here. All right, let's do. No, not that. Well, welcome. I appreciate you coming by. And let's see. I don't even know if. Let's see what. I don't think it is working. No, no, don't do that. Let's get out of here. It is not. There is. You know, they do these updates for Fallout 4. You know, they're not really updates, they're just Creation Club crap. The problem is that they don't keep updating the Fallout 4 script extender. And so I'm not sure. Well, it's not working. Yeah, see, it's. I'm going to see if I can't get it to reload. So let's go ahead and quit. We'll quit the desktop. Yeah, it's kind of hard to. Yeah, see, look. Oh, that's the looks menu version. I'm not worried about that. Mod configuration menu will be. That could be part of the problem right there. So I may need to update that, but that's all right. We'll deal with it later. All right, if we come down here to settings, yeah, so the script extender is running, but it is not, it's not running right. What's up, Easy? Man, when they say ultra low latency, they are not kidding. I mean, you guys may be running like 5, 6 seconds behind. That's not bad. Hey Eva, yeah, it did, and I was testing last night to make sure that make sure I had the game updated and all that stuff, and like my place everywhere is not working. I can't maneuver. Yeah, it's kind of hard to when you're trying to custom build everything. I don't know why. What would be interfering with that sliding all the way to the wall? Yeah, I hadn't updated Fallout 4 in months, and so of course when I fired up Steam, it all wanted to update and all that good stuff. Yeah, exactly, Ava, and I really need to do that as well. But I should have checked my mods. Last night I should have checked the mods to see if there were any updates for the newer version of the game. And so yeah, all right. So let's go ahead and let's scrap that and come over here, back into walls, flat. See, that one goes all the way there. Let's just find. Oh, absolutely. And I do not care one bit for Creation Club. All right, so these full walls seem to be going all the way back. I don't know why that half wall was acting like that, but let's find. We'll just come back over here. Yeah, let's just go with that wall. Oh, look, it's snapping to the floors up above. That's hilarious. So what I will do, so that these are all standard sizes, is we will come over here to roofs. Flat roof. Not gonna let me snap it to the wall? Are you kidding me? Yeah, I am not clicking to place that because I have no idea where it is. Well, here's what we can do. Let's try this. No. Yeah, see, I can't turn off snapping. I can't do any of that stuff right now. When your entire design is based on mods that you're running, it's kind of hard. All right. You're just going to be a dick. Yeah, apparently it is right now. So we'll just do some old tried and true methods here. That may be too far. Yep. Let's come over here into the corner, huh? I haven't forgotten. Come on now. Let's just put this right there for now. Oh, I mean, hey JPEG, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, but come on. I mean, we were building long before they had. I guess I don't need that anymore. Mods on consoles, that is for damn sure. Not what I wanted to do. There we go. Brother JPEG, how you doing? You excited for the PS5? Oh yeah, when you can do, I mean, that's how I did all the ceilings. You know, was using Place Everywhere. I'm just reading through the chat here really quick. Let's see here. Super secret. We are actually inside the Museum of Freedom, JPEG. That is the super secret part. Is that we're building in a place that we should not be building. Store that. Let me jump out here really quick. As you can see, we are in. Just fly up. At least some things are working. We are in the Museum of Freedom. Highly modified Museum of Freedom. Built as a functional settlement. So, oh yes. Matter of fact, I had to do it. I wasn't sure how my mod would work because this whole place is my mod. And so I started a brand new character and with the mod installed, and it was totally dicked up. So I had to wait until after I got them out of here before I could have the mod enabled. Otherwise, yeah, the pathing was all kinds of jacked up. Because I cleaned up like the holes in the floor, you know, all the debris that was stacked here, the hole back there. I cleaned all that up as well. Yeah, fixed the staircase, all that good stuff. And so yeah, that is this is the secret place that we are. Yeah, it's been a long while. And when I didn't have internet, I would work on it for a little bit here and there. but I never got around to finishing it. And ultimately, I was just going to just release a showcase video. Hey, look, this is what I built, you know, and just kind of do like a tour. And I was thinking, I was sitting here last night. I'm like, what am I going to stream? I could stream a game that I have, or I could just do something, you know, old school. And so I went old school. Exactly. I have to do old guns first. But in the, like, so these walls I built. I didn't, it's not part of the mod. I actually did it as just as a builder. I left all the holes and all that stuff, but all the flooring I put into the mod, which is why I cannot pick it up or do anything like that. This is actually from the USS Constitution. This is the deck boards from the USS Constitution. So that's pretty cool. All right, now we're back in here. I need to go back over to floors, grab our little block here, and we'll continue making our the old stare down technique. Ah. What's up, Rez? Yeah, not being able to nudge this into that location, that sucks. That's all right, though. As long as this side's lined up. Oh, that might work. You gotta love the old stare down technique. It's closer. Oh, I appreciate that, JPEG. I was going to stream later in the evening, but my plans changed. So I'm not going to pass up going out for steak. So and I just found a keyboard shortcut for PC that I never knew existed. Damn it. It's all good. Oh, I could, but I wouldn't even know how to begin using console commands, JPEG. I mean, remember, I'm still primarily just a console player that happens to have a PC that'll play Fallout 4. But yes, I could. That is a very valid point. I just don't know what they are. Yeah. Come on. Stop. Stop it. There we go. One more wall. There. Plenty of room to walk, but then they'll each have their own little spot here. Let's go beds. See, I could do bunk beds too. I guess we'll give them clean mattresses. I won't be a total dick. Oh, I guess those aren't clean mattresses, are they? No, they're just not as dirty. All right, let's go ahead and place that down. We're gonna have so many stinking beds in here. And we're already up to 24. Thank you, Rez. I won't, you know what? Let me finish placing these. I imagine you could do mod pause Y to move stuff too, huh? No problem, Nacho. Yeah, no, I know. They're just less dirty. How's that? I mean, hell, they're. Oh yeah, see, look, I could have gone with those. Those are clean beds. But you know what? Screw it. What's up, Saucin? All right, so let's give it a go, shall we? Do you have to do it outside of build menu? You may have to. Let's try that. No. Did I screw it up? Probably. Oh, I bet you it's the space I put in here. No. Still didn't move. Click on the object. Got it. Got it. Back into build mode. Compiled script not saved. Missing parameter float. Yeah, now I'm getting error messages. So maybe try that again. Nope, nothing. Got it. Okay. Oh, there it goes. Thank you. Thank you. Yep. So let's try that. Yep. So X1. So if I wanted to do -1. Yep. All right. Did that? It just bounced back. Oh, wait. Cancel. There we go. So now I need to do it. I need to select it. There we go. Yep, that definitely worked. No, absolutely. It works. See, it does say clean bunk bed. No, it wasn't imagining things. Oh, I'm sure it works on anything that you click on. Yeah, I'm not going to start moving those walls. All right. So we've got all over. Hell, we've got 32 beds in here. Now, of course, that's also counting mine, but now we need, I don't know, some, let's see, storage, home. We'll put a dresser right here. Yeah, not even close. No, too big. Yes, absolutely, Rez. Thank you. Hey, Jason. This is a mod that I made. It turned the Museum of Freedom into a fully functional settlement, and I don't have any settlers here right now. I haven't put up a recruitment beacon, but they would show up. I have tested that out, and as you can see, the happiness is 50 because that is the default for all settlements that have no settlers. And so now we're just building it out. And I do plan when that probably fits better. Yes, it does. I do plan on doing like a showcase video, like a tour. Yeah, see, I wish like 3 years ago, Major. It was forever ago that you have been a mod on my channel. Man, see, I really miss the rotational tool right now. That would be very, very helpful. But it looks like we don't need it. This will actually fit right where we want it to go. Yep, that's good. And it's the same width as the bed. It's not going to interfere with anything. I still, Fairline Hills is still one of my favorite places in this game. I don't know why they never actually made it a settlement, but hey, it allowed me to actually to make a mod there, so I'm happy for that. All right, so I'm not looking for furniture. What am I looking for? No electronics. Yeah, that's it. We'll just put an open fire. Now, this is a very cool mod. Let's get over. Yeah. This was a very cool mod. I was very stoked about it. I could put my logo on a flag. All right, JPIC, thank you for stopping by, my friend. It is great to see you. But yeah, this, required a little bit of work in Photoshop because you have to like manipulate the files that come with the mod in the folder and all that stuff. But it worked out really, really well. And I think it looks fantastic. Oops, didn't want to do that. And they also have on poles as well. And of course they have it at bigger, like flag poles, like huge flag poles. Whoa, sorry. But they don't fit in the building. Yeah, there you go. All right. So, you know what? Let's just do this like should. Yeah, see, that was my mistake. I shouldn't have put the beds in. I should have. Oh, look. I can put that rug in. Nice. And yes, I am going to put it in just like that. I don't want it perfectly aligned. It is the apocalypse after all. That is very true. Yeah, Jason, as soon as Preston and crew clear out, then I could run this mod. Lots of different choices for rugs. God, we're still going. Oh, now we're into the rubber floor mats. So we'll bounce back over here and we'll start over. Come on. There it is. Oh, I'll take it. There. All right. Furniture, containers. Oh, that one's kind of cool. Whoops. Not what I wanted to do. I don't like that. I wish I had place everywhere. It hurts. Let's try this. That worked. And now let's change this to, no, not ZY. No, wrong way. All right. No, it, I did all that work and I'm like, no, now it sticks out too far. I guess they can still get around it. Screw it. I'm going to leave it. I like it. And my phone is going absolutely easy. Let's find out who is trying to get a hold of me when I'm streaming. Oh. Rez, I saw your link, and I will definitely be checking that out afterwards. Yep, I read, saw the Discord message, read it in the chat. All right, cool. Modern domestic dresser. But you know what? At least for like moving this little stuff around. Yeah. Console commands seem to be working fine. Oops, I hit the wrong button. That's much faster. 2 is much faster than 1. Oh, yeah. That's too wide. I mean, I don't, oh, maybe not. There we go. Yes, the keyboard shortcut for pick up and set down. Oh man, wish I had found that months ago. Let's go with a vault dresser. I mean, we are close enough to the vault that we could have pilfered this. There we go. It's not perfectly straight. I don't care. I mean, the rugs aren't perfectly straight. Nothing's perfectly straight. All right, what else we got? See, this stuff, like, you're not going to find that. So we're just going to say, come back over here, grab this unit here. Oh, wrong way. -9. Let's try that. There we go. Yeah, console commands aren't too bad. So who, Nacho, I know you're still building in Fallout 4, aren't you? I may get back into building in Fallout 4. I did build a beautiful place in Fallout 76, though. I say beautiful. I mean, it looks like a freaking fortress. And true, I haven't forgotten about you. I just haven't played much this week, so I did not yet purchase 76 for the PS4. Ooh, that one's a bit too close, huh? That'll work. Let's go with the one missing all the drawer fronts and all that good stuff. Oh, not even close. That actually sounds like a fantastic. Now, of course, with Place Everywhere, I think you can. I may actually have, now that you talk about it, you know, trying to think, I can place stuff pretty much anywhere when everything's working. All right. So we've given them all storage. Now the real question is, look at these. Oh, these little wooden crates look fantastic. I mean, they're really, really clean. Oh, that one's not too bad. Those look great. Let's steer clear of this pine one, or pine looking one. It looks just too clean. But these darker ones aren't too bad. I think I want to grab, okay, so let's get away from those. We want... Yeah, maybe like a duffel bag under the bed or something. Right there. Throw in some variety here. These guys get a locker. Oh, come on. No. There we go. Yeah, actually the console commands aren't too bad. What else we got? Ooh. Oh, some luggage, yes. Come on. Ugh, gotta remember to talk. There we go. And just got a couple more left to do. Oh, yeah, we'll just put a hollowed out rock right here. No, we're not going to do that. But I am going to grab... Old Vault 111 chest. And now let's adjust for the Y. 5. There we go. No, a little bit more. Much better. Yep, I like it. All right, so we've given them lots of storage. This light, I don't know why I didn't get rid of this light when I was building the mod. There's a lot of little things that I missed, but there's a couple different ways I can do this. We want to give them ceiling lights or... Oops, sorry, bumped my mouse. That's really, really bright. Actually, I say it's really bright, but let's, if we did that, then went back into build mode. Now let's see what that light looks like. That's not as bad now that I've turned off the Pip-Boy light. This light, we're going to do something with that light. Now let's come over here. What am I may not have access to it now that I think about it because none of them are working. Lights, logic gate, speakers, manufacturing, terminals, miscellaneous. I don't think it's in SOE. Oh, there it is. Light source. Let's do shadow. Mid dim. See, normally what I would do is I would rotate this light so that it was shining down, but I can't do that. I could just put it over here, huh? Oh, see, look at that. It won't let me place it. You bastard. All right. So we won't do anything with that for now. But ultimately, I want to put a light source where this light is. Or I may be able to... There it is. Let's do X10. Oh, gotta put a space. That didn't move it at all. Oh, I need to click on it. There we go. No, wrong way. All right, and now we will. All right, let's see how that looks. Oh, I need to scoot it over just a hair, and then you won't even notice it. So that's on my Y. I hear you, Slacker. So we need to adjust our Y axis, and we'll make that no Y2. Now it's not perfect because that one right there is not perfectly vertical, but these are. I came back here and I'm like, yeah, you can't notice it. All right, so over here, maybe we'll give them like a table lamp. Yep, I'm lurking too, Slacker. Actually, I need to reach over here and get me something. Oh no, my drink is empty. Damn it. All right, we're going to take a very, very quick break here. And we will be right back. So enjoy some music. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll do some music. Who says you can't get a little bit of culture during a live stream? Oh, yeah. All right, so let's jump back in here. And I'm back, everybody. And we are going to continue plugging along here. Thank you, thank you. Let's give this guy a desk lamp. Yep, there we go. Oh, yeah. So, Ball Girl, I know that you're working on doing a new playthrough for Dragon Age, right? You know, I've been kicking around that idea forever, doing the whole trilogy, but man, I just keep thinking ahead to Inquisition and what a massive, massive game world that is, and that's a hell of a long playthrough to be cut up into 30-minute segments. Let's give these guys what mods do? Oh no, nothing good here. I gotcha. I also thought about doing a Mass Effect trilogy, the original trilogy, not Andromeda. Doing that as a playthrough as well. Or maybe just doing that as, I don't know, like a live stream series. It's been a long time since I've played the original Mass Effect. I have all of them for Xbox, so. What do I want to do here? Let's do another ceiling light. And, oh, well, this guy is going to be fancy, and he is going to get a ceiling fan, or these folks. There we go. Yeah, it's just too big. It's my favorite one of the series by far. So far until Dragon Age 4 comes out. But yeah, that game is just too big. Really? Oh, see, I may have to wait then. I'd be okay with a remaster of the original Mass Effect. I mean, just fix make it more graphically appealing, and I'd be fine with that. All right, this last little room here. Maybe we'll give them a... Oh, excuse me. I should have done that. Almost to last. Yeah, those guys are going to hate me. Yeah, if they increase the graphic fidelity of don't touch anything else about the game. Just make it look more like Mass Effect 2 and 3. Yep, I'm okay with that. All right, so each of our rooms now has light, or little cubicle sleeping areas. This, okay, I don't know, it just feels weird. We just have this dark pocket right here. But it is what it is, I guess. So, and I would love to put up like little vases and flowers and all that stuff, but that is just going to, I have increased the build limit on this thing like 5 or 6 times. So I don't want to do any more than that if I can get away with it. All right, so the bunk room is done. As done as I'm going to do it. You guys know how I feel about decorating. Anyway. Yeah, see? That's a Shadowlight Large Warm Omni Dim, and it just fills out this whole room with light so well. If I get out of build mode here. No, I like to know how far I'm pushing it, because it even with a custom mod like Museum of Freedom, there are existing polys. You know, it has to calculate all that stuff in, and I need to know, because even on a PC you can push a build too far, and so I like to know that, okay, I've done it, 4 times or 5 times, so that I have some sort of measurement. Otherwise I'd be like, oh shit, all of a sudden my game's just broken. So I thought about putting something down in here, but maybe some benches, but that's about it. I like this space. I like seeing the floor all fixed and the stairs all fixed and all that stuff. And of course I already did all the artwork. And I couldn't do any of these right now because it's not this size. I actually resized the artwork using the Place Everywhere mod, but since it's not working right now, I can't resize anything. So yeah, look at there it is. If you look in the upper right hand corner, you'll see that little graphical glitch there. Yeah. So I have to be careful, otherwise this whole thing goes up in a big ball of fire. So yeah. All right, so this is all done. Where the hell did the door go? I thought I had a door there. Maybe I didn't. I guess I didn't. I could have taken this out in the mod, but I was like, you know what? I like it. It's cool. I took out all the other crap that was here that made it look like it was a boat. But I really dug that, so I left it in. All right, so I guess we can come down here, throw some shelving. Yeah, there's... I'm okay pointing out my little mistakes. There's the void when you peek through the walls. And then there's another one over here. See, this whole thing, this whole wall section is like one click back. And that's why it's popping like that. But of course, I didn't realize it until I had started building here. I'm like, no, everything else is perfectly fine. This mod is very particular, though. So, since this is storage for like the shops and stuff like that, let's go with furniture, shelves. What is a Nuka-Cola display rack? All right. Yeah, see, here's another little orb. Just give some lighting down here without having any actual lights down here. And if I didn't say anything, no one would have ever noticed that there wasn't a single light in this area. I think I like the shelves there. I don't have any narrow shelves that would fit just at that staircase, so let's do... This thing is ridiculous. The gold sink and the gold toilet. Yeah, no. What am I looking for here? There we go. You can throw down some pallets. What is that? Oh, it's a floor jack. Oh, you know what? We can... Do they have one that's folded up? That folded? Yes. Let's do that. Now, oh, I was going to say, too bad I can't make it lean. They have a leaning one. Right here against the wall. There we go. Oh, short people can get onto the top shelves there. What else we got in here? Ooh, an industrial fan. I kind of dig that idea. It'd have to be on this wall, though. And up high. Oh, sweet Lord. Now that's an industrial fan. The yellow one or the one that I have on the wall? Let's see. Here we go. And I love these. Except I don't think I have any that are small enough to fit in this space. So I'll just come over here to barrels. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I do too. It looks awesome. So we'll make our own stack of barrels here. And we got some wooden crates. And what else are we going to put up there? I like it. I'd love to have the shelves all full of stuff, but you guys know how that just kills everything. That pallet's like in the floor. Oh well. I've already put stuff on top of it. I'm not going to mess with it anymore. And what to do with this space? Maybe here we can put one of those big, like this one here. No, you're going to be a pain in the ass? You know, I can fix you. Actually, I think... Oh, you know what? Hold on. That actually doesn't look bad. I like that. So, I mean, it's representative. This is really a huge space to build in. Audio streams current. Oh. This whole new interface for in YouTube Studio for live streaming is kind of different. Yeah, I mean, I would love to full on decorate this place, but I don't think that that would go over very well. Like that. Come on. I mean, I can obviously use the let's go ahead and place it. Oh, no, not there, you ass. There. And now we will use the console command and want to Z-axis and make it 20 just to see what that does. Oh, we're close. Is that still floating? I can't tell. Yes, it was. That is the right answer. Nope. Oh, no, it's still buried. Still buried. Damn it. It's good enough. No one's going to see it, right? That's the idea. So who else is still here other than Vulgral? Major's still here. I know he is. Okay, we're just going to put you there. Rez is still here. All right, cool. Then we'll grab some of these. All right. Yeah, these are all prefabs that I actually snapped through the floors. And then I sunk them down so that it was an even transition between the actual flooring and then floors that I put into place. All right, what's next? We're done over here. I really dig this little mod that turns all of like your workbench into all the workbenches. I love it. Ah, shooting range. Let's do that. Now the question is, I just wanted to see what they had in there. Where everything's hidden. That's the big question. Let's see, plants, recreation, statues. Yes, well, we have Liberty Prime as a statue with his head sticking through the ceiling. All right, statues is not where I want to be anyway. Super mutant trash cans, vending machines. No, we already looked at outdoorsman. Hey, maybe this can go over here. It's not really enough room to play pool in here, but who's to say, right? Now we need a light. And of course, we just got to go with the old fluorescent light right over the table. That's funny, it did not light up that table at all. So we will cheat. Whoa. Oh, it's not going to let me put it anyway. Damn it. I guess I could put it in the floor. That'll work. Let's put it there. And then we will use console commands. 100. Let's do it again. Get out of the console. Well, it's the right height. Look at that. So now, let's see. This is going to be X. Nope. Y. Oh, look how weird the shadow is. I shouldn't have gone with shadow. I should have gone with no shadow. So I'm gonna go ahead and scrap that. And we're gonna come out of here. Non-shadow omni. That was light dim with the warm color. All right. Oops. Not what I wanted to do. There we go. And we know that it is a Z200 is the right height. And we want the Y at minus 100. Minus 50. There we go. Now it just seems like the fluorescent light is doing all that lighting. I am so glad for that mod. You can get some really cool atmosphere. When I first started playing here, the medical screening room downstairs, I had turned into like a discotheque, and I had all these crazy lights. It was awesome. The problem is it was bleeding through the walls, and so you could see the light from the main room. And I was like, yeah, no, that's not happening. All right. Back over here to the target. So let's go decorations, display. No, not there. Is it maybe an SOE pack? How is ash pile clutter? We could have fiery hole. No. Electronics barrier. Those are too tall, I think. Now the police barrier, that's not a bad idea. So we'll set that one and then set another one over here. Then we'll put a table on this side of the barrier. Come on now. Now we already looked through here. It's not in there. It's not in thematic and practical. Really sad that they took that off the Xbox. All right. This is pretty cool. One of the mods that I'm running, you can actually, it's the blueprint maker. It allows you to create blueprints from your layers, then build them in any settlement. So if I built a like a structured normal settlement outside, you know, put all the walls together and the beds and all that stuff, I'm like, man, this is cool. I'd love this in every settlement. And I could create a blueprint of that building with all of the walls and the roofs and everything that's inside of it. And then I could go to some other settlement and just drop it down. And I dig that. I haven't actually used it yet, but let's see, where could it be? I do like the sandbags. And then, of course, we have to line them. The back wall. There was a mod that I had on Xbox that allowed me to build sandbag walls. Because I used it during Gary's build competition with Stu Pedasso. Oil puddle, oxygen tank. Cages, raider. No, not flags. I suppose that could be a target dummy, huh? And I'll use this one. All right, and now let's come over here. Furniture, tables. Let's see here. I just want a simple. No, not office, obviously. That too? Yeah, that's too small. That's too big. Yeah, that's monstrously big. That might work though. And I'm okay that it looks like a dining room table. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, what a weird glitch that is. Oh, this one did it too. All right. So now we need containers, storage containers. I'll throw an ammo box on up here. And then, ooh, let's grab a undamaged ammo box. Mark Jackson. Holy hell. How you doing, Mark? No, no. Hey, you guys. I know, Mark, I know. Maybe we'll just watch it here. We could do that. I mean, I'm not worried about monetization on my stream. So yeah, let's all watch it together, Mark. How's that? It's like because we don't get to watch E3 together this year. Stupid virus. All right, let's see. Oh, that was the wrong way. Let's put that back. It is, I want the x-axis. That was the wrong way. Let's do minus 150. That was a bit far. 30. There we go. I forgot to update all my mods. So I'm having to use console commands to move stuff around. $98. That's being generous, Major. Yeah, let me just because we've got what 10 more minutes, 5 more minutes, something like that. No, we got like 15 minutes. What time does it launch, Mark? All right. What while we're waiting, let's see what else we can throw in here. Ooh, some lockers. Yes, let's do 17 minutes. All right. You let me know when it's 5 minutes to launch time, Mark, and we will switch over. I love when shit snaps. Oh, that's awesome. Hey, thank you, Miss Stella, and welcome to the stream. Yes, it is. Okay, so for those of you that are just joined, you know what? Let's we're going to go ahead and take a pause here from the building. This is my secret project that I've been working on forever. I built this mod and I won't release it to anyone because I can't release it for PS4. No, I absolutely, Mark. I was actually going to sit at work the other day when it was supposed to launch, and then they canceled it because of weather. So I was like, damn it. So, this is the Museum of Freedom, and it is a fully functional settlement. And so we'll start here at the beginning. The mod itself fixed the floors. So the big pile of crap that was there, the hole going downstairs and the back stairwell, I fixed all that in the mod. All of this stuff I built. The decon arch, placing the sensors, all that stuff I built. I fixed the structure for the most part as a mod. Anything beyond the physical structure of the building is something that I've done. So the problem with this mod, and it's not a problem, it just is what it is I had to redo the not just the nav mesh, I had to do that too, but I had to oh god, what is the word? Anyway, this mod created an external asset, which we all know doesn't work for PS4. Yeah, I'm trying to think. It's not the nav mesh, but it's something combining something or other in the builder. But it created external assets, so this won't work for PS4. And after my last mod, I can't remember what mod it was. Oh, it was the mod I did at Sanctuary, where I got rid of the wooden bridge. That mod does not work on PS4, and that was the last time I ever made a mod that didn't run on all platforms. So I built this mod and then realized external assets, I couldn't do it for PS4, so I won't release it. But I thought, I have it, I might as well build in it myself. So yes, it is filled with Lysol. And I have 2 proximity sensors, one there, one there. So no matter which way you approach this thing, it will fire off. You never have to mash the button again. And then when you exit out, it turns off. Then I also have this great little workbench over here that has the regular workbench or workshop. has a weapon station. Hold on, I have to. Has a weapon station, a cooking station, an armor station, and a chemistry station all mounted onto it, which is very cool. And it even has a little light. So if a new settler was coming in and they were just wanting to... I got it. If they were just wanting to trade, they could go armor, weapons, or come over here into our little trading center and get general goods, the bar, or clothing. I haven't put chairs down yet, but I did put this picnic bench here. I'm really proud of that mod, but it's such a shame because I deepen the water right there in the river too. And then we also have this little cafe area, the Boston Tea Time Cafe. Now, what a lot of people don't know is that there were a lot of places in the Museum of Freedom that they closed off, that we couldn't get to in vanilla, but they actually do exist. For instance, where this window is was actually supposed to be a doorway that went to an area downstairs. But I guess they like this facade, and honestly, I like this facade too. So they went away with that, and they just closed off that whole area. So I opened it back up. So there's not much down here. I mean, this is pretty much it. But that doorway was right here on this wall. So I just put this wall in, so you didn't see the doorway on this side. It just looked like a storage room. So that's what we made it. And then, of course, I put in all these stairs and all that stuff because this represented the water, and there was the big old boat that was here. I kept the mast. I got rid of the rest of the boat stuff. All right. Sounds good, Mark. This is a security office. So our security officers have a plethora of firearms to use, a couple desks, a holding cell, and that brings us to the backside. But if a new settler wanted to live here, then they have to go through the screening process, which is through these doors. So this is a restricted area, not allowed to go back there. But this whole area here, this was a flat wall in the vanilla game. And I went through and I didn't add any of this stuff. I just created the access to get to it. So I put this door frame in, I put the doors in, it changed out the wall panels so that it actually opened up. And you can access this whole area, which you cannot get to in the vanilla game. That door leads to the stairwell that you do use to get from level 2 to level 3. So there's nothing really back there. Well, and we'll touch on that stairwell in a little bit. But this bathroom was already here. All I did was hang some signs, change up some of the lighting, put in some toilets. The mod took a while. This building so far, I've been building on this thing here and there, a couple hours for the last couple of months. And this is the point where I've gotten to. The mod took quite a while, simply because I had no idea this room existed. Because you could never see it in the vanilla game. But when I opened up the museum, I was like, what the hell is that over there? And because, you can walk through the walls when you're in the creation kit. I was like, holy shit, there's a whole nother room over here. There's a whole nother wing over here. So anyway, they come here and they would get checked in. These are the files that we have on all the people, that have come through. And then they have to go to the clinic for screening. So they have a nice little waiting area. Then we have this nice little clinic where everyone gets checked, and they've already been decontaminated because they've walked through the arch. But now we're checking them for other diseases and stuff like that. And then that leads them out here. So let's go downstairs real quick. because this is how I get food to my settlement. I've turned it into kind of like a greenhouse with some UV lighting and stuff like that, so the plants will grow. We've got plenty of water. And then I did something sneaky back here. What you are seeing is not the fusion generator that's in the vanilla game. What you're seeing right now is a fusion generator that I put in place. If I come back here, this is the fusion generator that is in the vanilla game. Because the generator that's in the vanilla game you cannot use for settlement because it's just a static object. That's why it doesn't, you're not seeing the queue like there, generator fusion activate. Back here, nothing. And you can actually see, well, if you look up here, you can see where the two differences are. That's the original generator. That is the one that I put in place. But from the front, you can't really tell. Is it legal? It is now. But yeah, that is that's how I'm able to get power in here. And then I have a couple remote the little tiny generators, because I didn't want wires running through this whole thing. So like if we come over here and we look up there, I got one of those little tiny generators up there so that I could power the decon arch and all that good stuff. So of course, you know, our weapon shop is fully kitted out. Armor shop, I just threw some mannequins in here and threw some armor on them. All right, so let's go upstairs. And we'll talk about all that in just a second. This is where we first started, I don't want to say building, but working today during the stream, is in this like a bunkhouse. This room is really, really massively long. And so I decided to throw bunk beds in here so the settlers would all have sufficient places to sleep. I love working in this building. It is so cool. I mean, it's this is almost as good as Fairline Hills. So don't mind the lamp. That was my initial testing. So this is the area that we started working on. I'm putting a pool table in here. And then doing a shooting range here. Now, if you guys remember in the vanilla game, you would come through here and then go up the stairs to get to the third level. But I've blocked that all off. And then I realized after I blocked that off, there were never, other than that stairwell that we take, there's no way to get to the third floor. Yeah, see, this is the stairwell. Normally we would come through here and go up there to save Preston and all them. Or if you came downstairs, you would be able to go to this little room here and clean out this stuff, which I left there. Which leads us back to the screening room. But there's no way to get to the third floor except for this stairwell. Out here, there was never any way to get up there. So, of course, I built this stairwell. 4 minutes. All right, excellent. Built this stairwell so we can get up to the third floor. And we will go ahead and pause it right here. And I am going to grab this and drag that over. What? Why don't they have that going on YouTube? That's really... Oh, there it is. NASA Live. Duh. All right.
3.5 minutes from launch.
Yes, so...
Strongback is now reclining away from the Falcon 9.
So yes, those of you that are just joining us, we were looking at Fallout 4. We were doing a build in the Museum of Freedom, but we are going to see Americans launched from American soil for the first time in a decade, and it is being done by a private company, which is fantastic. I love it.
I'll go bleed. Dragon has transitioned to terminal count and is on internal power. Stage 1, LOX load closed out.
Okay, we're at T-minus 2 minutes, 42 seconds. Stage 1 LOX load is closed out. Stage 2 will continue to load for about another half a minute or so. Once we get the completion of Stage 2 LOX loading, we have to vent down the line, so you'll see another large white cloud coming off of the strongback. That'll be normal. That'll happen
Vehicle
around
is transitioning to
T-minus
internal power.
1 minute and 40 seconds. We're going on internal power now.
Just a few seconds away from the Stage 2 LOX load being complete. It's been almost 9 years since we've been in this position. A lot of work done by thousands of people to get to this point. All our eyes focused on 2 now.
Absolutely, Mark.
Stage 2 LOX load is closed out. Propellant fills are complete. Dragon is in auto idle.
Stage 2 LOX load complete. All fuel, all oxidizer on Falcon 9. 1 minute, 34 seconds to go till launch.
Ground gas closeouts is starting.
You know, we sure have come a long way in the last few years.
Falcon 9 is in startup. Dragon is in countdown. FTS is armed for launch.
Under a minute now, the FTS, the flight termination system, has been armed.
Dragon, SpaceX, go for launch.
SpaceX Dragon, we're go for launch. Let's light this candle.
T-minus 30 seconds.
Stage 1 tanks pressing for flight.
T-minus 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. Liftoff of the Falcon 9 and Crew Dragon. Go NASA, go SpaceX, Godspeed, Bob and Doug.
America has launched.
One Alpha.
And so rises
Copy.
a new
One
era
Alpha.
of American spaceflight,
Stage 1
and with it
propulsion is
the
nominal.
ambitions of a new generation continuing the dream. 20 seconds into flight, Stage 1 propulsion is nominal.
And let me just say that both astronauts are from Texas.
T plus 30 seconds into this historic mission. Flying crew on board Dragon and Falcon 9, and look at them go.
Falcon power telemetry nominal. M1D throttle down.
We're throttling down to get ready for the period of maximum dynamic pressure. We're in the throttle bucket. Reports say all systems are go.
Vehicle is supersonic.
We've exceeded Mach 1 on the Falcon 9.
M1D throttle up.
We're throttling
Max Q.
back up to full power as we're through
Bravo.
Max Q.
Copy, 1 Bravo.
And we heard that 1 Bravo call out. That's just the second abort zone that they're in. They'll continue to be on this until the first stage has done its job and they switch over to the second. At this point, Bob and Doug pulling about 2.3 Gs, 2.3 times the Earth's gravity, already moving at over 1,500 miles per hour.
We've heard the call out for MVAC engine chill. That's getting the MVAC engine ready to light. That'll come at about 2:44 into flight.
Jesus.
Right now, everything continues
That's how
to
your
look
boss
good.
orders take out.
Next major event coming up is going to be the triple. We'll have main engine cutoff of the 9 first stage engines, stage separation, and then ignition of the second stage engine to continue to carry astronauts into orbit. Coming up in about 20 seconds.
M1D throttle down.
Yeah, that was ridiculously fast, Mark.
We heard we're throttling down the Merlin engines on the first stage. And we have Miko.
Miko.
2 Alpha.
Falcon stage separation confirmed.
Copy 2 Alpha.
MVAC ignition.
All right, we have stage separation confirmed. The first stage beginning its flight back. The second stage being powered by that single Merlin 1D vacuum engine has ignited and is now
Acquisition of signal
carrying
loss.
Bob and Doug into orbit. So they're going to continue under the power of this second
Stage 2
stage,
propulsion is nominal.
which will cut off at SECO, or second engine cutoff, at about 8 minutes and 44 seconds into today's flight. So a little over 5 minutes to go still on this second stage. You heard the call out to Alpha, so they're now in the longest abort zone that carries them all the way from about North Carolina up the eastern seaboard almost to Canada. Things
Look how
looking good,
comfortable
though,
the
getting good
astronauts
call-outs,
are.
nominal
I mean, he's just sitting there with his fingers
propulsion on
crossed.
that second stage. Bob and Doug continuing to make their way into orbit.
Dragon SpaceX nominal trajectory. Acquisition of signal in Bermuda.
SpaceX Dragon nominal trajectory.
All right, here in nominal trajectory, so Dragon pointed in the right direction, continuing to make their flight uphill. Heard acquisition of signal Bermuda. That's one of the other ground stations that they're using to get telemetry and data back from this spacecraft.
Stage 2 propulsion is still nominal.
Yeah, it's no big deal, Chad. Yeah, no kidding.
A little over 4 minutes, 40 seconds into the flight. Bob and Doug flying at more than 5,600 miles
Dragon
per hour.
SpaceX nominal trajectory.
Already almost 200 miles
Nominal
downrange
trajectory.
from the Kennedy Space Center. Nominal trajectory continuing.
Stella.
And while they continue uphill, looks like we are getting a view of the first stage as well.
Yep, on your right screen, you can see that first stage with the grid fins deployed. It's making its way back to attempt to land on our drone ship, Of Course, I Still Love You Today. And we're just about a couple minutes away from the entry burn, and that's where 3 of the 9 Merlin engines do ignite to help slow the vehicle down as it re-enters back into the Earth's atmosphere. And then after the entry burn will be the landing burn, which is just a single engine
Dragon
burn.
SpaceX nominal trajectory.
And you heard
Nominal
Starting
trajectory.
chill for entry burn.
there's that call out. They are still on a nominal trajectory on Dragon, still on second stage, and that's that MVAC engine on second stage on your left screen.
I can understand that, Angel. Because think about it, just a few hundred
Again,
years
on your
ago,
right screen is
I'm
that
going to turn
first
her
stage
down a little
booster
bit.
coming
Just a few hundred years ago,
Our drone ship
people wouldn't
is
sail
we're about a minute
into
away
open
from
water. They always had to see a coastline. And, you know, it took people with as much balls as these, astronauts have to go, no, I'm going to say goodbye to the coastline and I'm going to sail out into open water. So, I mean, I understand the fear.
Stage 2 propulsion is still good.
A little over 3 minutes stage of the Falcon 9 after the upper
Dragon
stage gets a
SpaceX,
chance.
nominal trajectory.
Dragon copies, nominal trajectory.
Continuing to check in with Bob and Doug as they are on a nominal trajectory. Just about 10 seconds away from that first stage, starting that entry burn on your right screen. We should be able to see that view live.
Stage 1 entry burn startup.
And there is that entry burn beginning. This burn lasts about 36 seconds long.
Stage 2 FTS is saved.
While that entry burn continues, we're just about a minute away from SECO. We'll have a number of events all happen in rapid succession. That'll be the second engine cutoff.
Stage 1
we'll
entry
be
burn
looking
shut
for
down.
that stage 1 landing burn shortly after.
Yeah, actually just within a few seconds of each other. It's such a cool view on your left screen, seeing Bob and Doug on Dragon. Right now you can see the displays that they are seeing right now themselves.
Terminal guidance.
MVAC throttle step.
Yes, they definitely have gigantic
We are
balls.
coming up 25 seconds or so away from SECO, or second engine cutoff.
This is also the point where Bob and Doug are experiencing their highest G-force. We're seeing the counter tick up to right about
Stage 1
1.8.
transonic.
Copy Shannon.
You heard Shannon, so that just means they're in their final abort zones. If they were to abort at this point, it would either be an abort to orbit or to land off the coast of Ireland. Standing by for second
Stage 1 landing
cutoff
startup.
confirmation.
MVAC throttle step. MVAC shut down. Stage 1 landing layer.
Confirmation of SECO's second engine cutoff.
Now we are waiting for our first stage to make its way to our drone ship. Of course, I still love you.
Dragon SpaceX, nominal orbital insertion.
Did
Launch
get
escape system
confirmation
is disarmed.
nominal.
It's
orbital.
hilarious that the name of that drone ship is called Of Course I Still Love You.
And what you're seeing on your screen is a live view of our drone ship, where our first stage will be coming down. Looks like we lost that live view, but we'll wait for confirmation of that landing shortly here.
Falcon 9 first stage is successfully landed.
And
aboard
there you
Course
can
I
see
Still
on
Love
your screen, Falcon 9 has landed. This is the first Falcon 9 to carry
Acquisition of signal
humans to
Newfoundland.
orbit, so very exciting for us. And as you can see on your right screen, Bob and Doug are still making their way to their targeted orbit.
M1D to recovery 1.
Yeah, so
So
I'm
exciting today.
turn them down a little bit. This having that Falcon 9 land on that drone ship is such a huge advancement. I mean, if you think about it, that thing just threw these two guys into space, and then it decided, nah, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to land on a ship. That's so badass.
A little bit about what exactly that is that they brought up with them.
And before separation, before Dragon initiates separation from the second stage, they do make sure to they do ensure that the vehicle is not spinning and it is in good condition before we separate.
That's right. The upper stage does small attitude maneuver using some cold gas thrusters built into the rocket body itself.
Exactly. So we do expect that separation to occur in about a minute from now, but they do wait until they have full confirmation that it is ready to separate. Such cool views. I cannot get over this view that we are seeing right now. Bob and Doug on the right screen, inside of Crew Dragon, out in space.
Yeah, already.
And to answer your
200
question, Chad, know
kilometers
that
over planet Earth, or a little over 124 miles, traveling in excess of 2,700 meters, 27,000 meters per second, or about 16,000 miles per hour.
yes, they're traveling at
Again, we're just standing by.
16,000
That
miles
separation
per
event
hour.
should be coming up shortly. Then they'll begin a series of checks on the Draco thrusters that are going to be used to maneuver, and then power Dragon on its
the Draco thrusters.
Standing by for separation.
Expected loss of signal, wallops.
Fire the
Sounds like
Draco
we had an
thrusters.
expected LOS loss of signal with one of the ground stations. Waiting for confirmation now of that setup.
Dragon separation confirmed.
Dragon separation confirmed.
There is a great view right in front of you
Countdown
of dragons separating.
Separation confirmed.
And there's that call out. Dragon is now officially making its way to the International Space Station today.
Dragon SpaceX with that separation call. We have a few words for you from our Falcon 9 team.
Standing by.
Dragon, Chief Engineer on Dragon to Ground. Bob Doug, on behalf of the entire launch team, thanks for flying with Falcon 9 today. We hope you enjoyed the ride and wish you a great mission.
Thanks, Bala. Congratulations to you and the F9 team for the first human ride for Falcon 9, and it was incredible. Appreciate all the hard work, and thanks for the great ride to space.
Copy all.
Bala and Mike, proud of you guys and the rest of the team. Thank you so much for what you've done for us today, putting America back into low Earth orbit from the Florida coast.
Copy all. Good luck. Godspeed.
All right, so Bob and Doug are in
And Dragon
space.
SpaceX, we confirm nominal ECLS activation and service section Draco checkouts. Nose cone deploys in progress.
Copy all. We're monitoring.
The Corps here in Hawthorne giving the crew a heads up that we have confirmation the nose cone is deploying. So again, that nose cone is going to open up a little bit more than 90 degrees, goes up to about, I think, 105 degrees, and that's going to expose the actual docking ring and the hatch that they're going to be going through once they attach to the International Space Station, and also 4 of those Draco thrusters, we call them the forward bulkhead thrusters, that are going to be used for these major phase burns or firings of those thrusters to actually raise their orbit gradually over the coming hours. Also heard good activation of the ECLS, that's the Environmental Control and Life Support System. That's everything controlling their atmosphere, just keeping Dragon a nice, safe, habitable environment where they're going to be living for the next 19 hours until they arrive at the space station.
Right, exactly. And Falcon 9's job may be done for today, but the mission is not over. Crew Dragon's job is not done. As you can see, Bob and Doug are still inside Crew Dragon, making their way. It will be a 19-hour trip to the International Space Station before they dock tomorrow morning. And such cool views. I love that we can get these live views here and see and watch what they're doing now that they are in orbit.
Yeah, it's incredible to just be looking over their shoulder, to be along for the ride. And we're going to be with them, and we're going to be with all of you the entire way for their journey to the space station. We're going to be covering live throughout. Bob and Doug will obviously have a sleep period where they'll get about 8 hours of sleep a little bit later today before they wake up for all of their final approach. One of the major things we are looking forward to in the next couple of hours is going to be their first turn at the controls. So they're actually going to be using those touchscreen displays to take control and manually pilot Dragon. We'll walk you through what that's going to look like, and assuming we have some good ground station coverage, we'll be able to get views from right inside Dragon, looking over their shoulder as they manipulate the controls at the display. But I mean, we had a smooth ride uphill, both stages of the Falcon 9 doing their job, placing Bob and Doug into orbit. I mean, this is a day, this is a historical day. This is us kicking off that new era of space flight that we've all been talking about and longing for since the Space Shuttle program came to an end in 2011.
Yes.
And the weather cooperated.
Yes, second time's a charm.
Right.
All right, so day for the history books. As you can see, we have lost some live signal there, but the mission still continues, and we're going to send it over to KSC to continue broadcasting live with you
Expected loss
guys.
of signal, Newfoundland.
Yeah, Jesse and Dan, we are just in awe over here. When I woke up this morning and looked at the weather forecast, I was like, man, we're going to be back here on Sunday, but we did it. The room cleared out. Everybody was outside watching, and inside the lights were shaking, the cameras were shaking. Lauren came back in with tears in her eyes. This is really amazing.
We got them up there, and there's a lot more to go, but I'm so happy they're safe right now. I'm just so happy.
Yeah. Leland, you were talking about it. It's amazing what we can do when we work together.
Yes, American astronauts on an American rocket from American soil, showing you what Americans can do when we come together as a team and blast Doug and Bob off to the cosmos. This is what it's all about, and their families and everyone is working together to take them up to space safely. So I don't know what to say. That rocket fuel is still in my veins, and I want to go get on the rocket.
Well, it's too late now. Maybe the next one.
I know.
But we want to go over to Daryl at OSB2. He's there with the administrator, who hopefully has more words than we do, because we're still kind of speechless. Daryl?
Pretty incredible here, Marie, at the Operations Support Building where...
Daryl?
Incredible here, Marie, at the Operations Support Building where a chorus of applause has been happening from the beginning of launch and throughout the various stages. Some very special guests were here to watch it. That includes President Donald Trump, Vice President Mike Pence, and NASA Administrator Jim Bridenstine, who joins me now. And you were with the President and the Vice President. America's back, launching human astronauts again. Tell me how you feel about that, and tell me about the President watching the launch and what happened there.
So this has been a long time coming. It's been 9 years.
Oh, Mark's the reason why I don't get any monetization on my channel. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it, buddy.
We have done it. It's been way too long. I want to give a lot of credit to Charlie Bolden. He was my predecessor as the NASA administrator. He fought hard for this program at a time when it didn't get any support in Congress. We now have an administration that is fully supportive of our spaceflight initiatives, not just on the exploration, discovery, going to the moon, onto Mars, but also from a Space Force perspective. Our budgets are going up, things are strong, and today was just just an amazing day. You know, one of the things the President did right out of the gate when he became President is he created what's called the National Space Council, and he put the Vice President as chairman of the National Space Council. And on that National Space Council, you've got the Secretary of Defense and the Secretary of State and the Secretary of Commerce, the Secretary of Transportation, the Secretary of Education, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs, all of these different amazing individuals.
Thank you, Angel. Yeah, I'm going to be getting off here in about 15 minutes or so. But yeah, I guess we'll stick with this throughout the see if we can't learn anything else, glean anything.
And then we had members of Congress, bipartisan members of Congress.
Take care of yourself, Angel. Thanks for coming by today.
Been involved in supporting this program. You know, for a long time now. So I'll just tell you, I'm breathing a sigh of relief, but I will also tell you I am not going to celebrate until Bob and Doug are home safely. Tomorrow they're going to dock to the International Space Station. Tonight I'm heading to Houston to be at the Johnson Space Center when that happens. So it's a bit of a relief. The nose cone is now open. It's now deployed, which means that you know, now we're going to go into some burns. We're going to have some phasing burns. We're going to have some boosting burns, and we're going to get as much as we can in alignment with the International Space Station as early as possible here. But also, I know it's hard, but you know, the big thing that we need to do now is we got to get Bob and Doug, who have now gone through this exercise twice. They need to get some rest. But I can guarantee you there will be no rest for a good amount of time while they're up there in orbit.
And they are certainly on their way, and a lot of people joining us for this entire celebration and watching it. We just heard 10 million people watching live as this launch happened, and President Donald Trump becoming the third sitting president to watch a launch live from the Kennedy Space Center. The first.
To be clear, I think he's the only sitting president to watch American astronauts launch on a brand new rocket that has never launched before, and that's a big risk. You know, he also said we're going to go to the moon by 2024. That means he's putting himself at risk to say, look, I'm going to be accountable, potentially, I'm going to be accountable to the initiatives that I put forward. And I think we have not had that kind of leadership for space in a very, very long time. And we're so grateful for it.
What was it like watching the launch with the president? How did he react?
Oh, I'll tell you,
you were very, very welcome, Mark. And I'm glad that you brought it up because I totally lost track of time. So I'm glad that you were able to come into the stream and let me know. And yeah, I mean, I've always loved space. I mean, as a kid, my dad worked for Lockheed Martin. And at one point, God, I was probably 6 or 7 years old. He actually brought me a piece of one of the tiles that mount on the underside of the shuttles. I wish I still had that piece. I don't, it disappeared a long time ago, and I wish I still had that piece. But yeah, I grew up with posters of the Apollo missions and all. That's what was on my walls as a small child. And so yeah, no, I'm very glad that you were able to come in and let us know, and I'm, you know, that I could flip over to this and just witness history, because it is history, and it's recent history for us, but at some point, you know, in the next few years, people are going to go, God, do you remember when NASA did all of the rockets and the shuttles and all that stuff, and now it's run by SpaceX and Virgin Galactic and all that stuff. So this is all very, very cool. Welcome back, Hawk. Yeah, no, it's not in the air anymore. It's in space now. Let's see here. Yeah, there you go, Clinton. Yep, they are transferring the first virus. Actually, I'm sure they've had many viruses up there on the space station for testing purposes. So.
Thank you. It's been a great ride.
All right, very good. Ree, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
Doug and Bob are on course to arrive at the International Space Station tomorrow, May 31st at 10:27 a.m. Eastern Time. And we'll be staying on the air for continuous live coverage along the entire ride to the station. So though our coverage here is concluding, we will turn it over to the teams in Hawthorne and Houston to take us through the next phases of the Demo 2 mission, all the way through hatch opening and a welcome ceremony on the space station for Bob and Doug tomorrow.
That's right. And as you follow along, we invite you to tune into a post-launch news conference that's happening here at 6:30 this evening Eastern Time on NASA TV. We'll have NASA and SpaceX leaders here to take questions live on this unprecedented achievement in human spaceflight. And in addition to NASA TV, you can follow along always on Twitter at NASA and nasa.gov for mission updates as it progresses. Here now are highlights from the mission so far. May 30th, 2020. Remember this day. You'll have this memory forever. The day America returned astronauts to orbit from U.S. soil.
Wow, we're making history again.
Let's go.
Liftoff of the Falcon 9 and Crew Dragon. Go NASA, go SpaceX, Godspeed, Bob and Doug.
America has launched. So rises a new era of American spaceflight, and with it the ambitions of a new generation continuing the dream.
Fire the Draco thrusters. Yes. Oh yeah. Oh, let's see. Yeah, Mark, that is so awesome that you did that for your dad. That's very, very, very cool. All right, so let's go ahead and turn that off. And look at this. We're back in the game. So I do have a few minutes here before I got to get off here. And yes, Hawk, we do need some very cool laser weapons. That's part of Space Force, you know. That's the we're working towards that. So, and I'm sure that music montage just totally hosed up my monetization, but that's all right. I don't care. All right, so let's go ahead and finish the tour here. We are now up on the 3rd floor, and back in this area is like our R&D and stuff like that. So we've got beds, we've got an explosives workbench, chem station, lab bays, and I need to fix this thing because it's sticking through the wall over here. So I'll have to take care of that. But you guys are familiar with this. You'd come up the stairs, kill the raiders that were outside these doors, and then you would go save Preston and crew. And so this is my room. Notice Overseer. This desk can go, but the monitor, you can't move it. You can't get rid of it. So if I jump into build mode here, let's do that. See, I can scrap that desk, but I can't do anything with the computer itself, the terminal. So I just left it there because I didn't want to screw up anything else. So. And I don't know why this toolbox is sitting there, but a very humble bedroom, right? Yeah. Got my Draco Invictus flag as a headboard. And then we come into the secret. My personal armory. Stocked with all kinds of crap. Whatever I might need. Then we have this door here. And, but, how do I get through this door? Oh, it's hidden. Over here behind this flag is a little button. And then this is like my, my power armor museum, or it will be when I finish it up. But as you can see, I got a few of them set up, different sets. And then I'll be doing the same thing over here. I'll have 3 more sets of armor. And then this will be the back access to get to all of those sets, just like over here is the back access. So you can, they're not just boxed in there. Guns and teddy bears, hell yeah. But yeah, you can easily get to any of the sets of armor. And then, of course, we just have a banks of power armor stations. Now, one thing I would love to do, but this floor is part of the structure, is I wanted to put a trap door here that was like button activated, so that when I jumped in whatever power armor I wanted, I could run over here, stand here, press the button, and the floor would just open up, and then I'd be able to run out. But yeah, that didn't work. So anyway, this wall is here to block off that door that leads up onto the roof. There was a bunch of it just made sense to just block it off. There's no reason to have that door there anymore. So, but yeah, that is the tour. Oh no, closed it too soon. There we go. And the shutters do work. And I totally covered over all of the broken glass. Those are all the floor pieces, like those down there. And I did all of that. I did not do that as the mod. I actually, see, I can highlight all those. I actually put all of these in as part of the build. So yeah, that is where we're at so far. And like this is an original pillar, but then I went and added these pillars in so that it looked like it had full support. Added these cross beams in to just kind of to fill it out, make it look nice. So that is the Museum of Freedom as a settlement. And of course, when I'm done, I don't know, I may do another live stream continuing to finish this, or I may just finish it and just post up a tour video of it. I haven't figured that part out yet, but if you guys are subscribed, which I think all of you are, you'll be able to, you'll get the notifications about that. So. But yeah, this has been a really fun build because I don't have to worry about building the structure. It's already here. Now it's just building stuff inside, like hiding the legs for these 2-story walls by using the 1-story walls. And getting it all boxed in and using the old Nuka-Cola sign up there. And not that I'm worried about raiders coming in here. They won't actually come in here and attack. But as far as role playing goes, I wanted to have these turrets here because it would make sense that raiders would try and get in here at some point. So yeah, those turrets are only for role playing purposes. But yeah, that is going to wrap it up, guys. I have to run. Normally I'd stick around for much longer, but I have a birthday party / graduation party at a steakhouse that I got to get to here in the next half hour, 45 minutes. So I got to get ready for that. That's awesome, Chad. I will have to check that out. Volgirl, thank you very much. And Mark and Stella and Hawk and Chad and Slacker and all of you guys. I really appreciate you coming and hanging out. And man, I was so close to West Virginia too, Mark. I was in Tennessee, so. See you later, fellow Texan. Thank you, Vault Girl. No, it's all right, Clint. At least you got to show up. At least you were here. So, and of course, this will be posted as a replay. So if you guys wanted to go back and watch some of the earlier stuff, it will be up on the channel. So keep an eye out for that. And until next time, you guys take care of yourselves out there. This is Draco Invictus saying this has been the greatest day in my life.
Welcome to Draco's World.
See ya.